out in Chiba and found this, which might be one of the most interesting antique or recycle thrift stores I've seen so far. Right outside, there's all of these daisha, katata, I can't remember English. These and ladders. Those are the words we're looking for. Got a ton of pots and whatnot over here. Everything is just kind of strewn about outside. The entrance looks, is that the entrance? The front of the building looks like it has a handle on it, or is this the entrance? This might be the entrance over here, but right out of the gate, like that fridge is $9.99. That is a $10 fridge. This is also $9.99. I thought it was a mistake, but no, that is actually the price of things. This is amazing. Right out of the gate, as soon as we get in here, you see exactly why I was so excited. I just kind of drove by this place and then did a quick Google, and it looked amazing. And honestly, first 30 seconds in here, 100% do not disappoint whatsoever. I'm just shocked and taken aback by the pure scale and volume of everything. They have so much of each and every item. This truly is kind of an antique paradise. So usually when I go through and do these tours, we go from section to section pretty quickly because, you know, there's not all that much to see. But here, just taking in everything in each little space. Yeah, that is a metal horse. This is something special indeed. And there's just so much to look at. So we're going to take our time as we go through today and really try and take it in and enjoy it. I'm going to be missing a ton of stuff along the way. So if you see anything interesting, please be sure to drop it in the comments. There's an entire tableware and glassware section here. And all of these, got hats and bags, cosmetics. I just personally love how the entire thing is a giant mess. Like none of it is organized whatsoever. Also, just walking along with me today, but fully just here to take things in and relax. I actually have Sherry with me, and Sherry actually has just finished helping me shoot another video, and so it's taking a break as we walk through and just kind of taking things in on her. But there's this. There's just this bag of green peppers, ceramic. I don't know what they are. It's incredible. I kind of low-key worry that if I keep collecting things at the level I do, that at some point my YouTube studio is going to look like this. It is very, very quickly hurtling in this direction. But, oh Lord. And we have to watch our step. More amazingly and impressive is, like, for example, this old clock here, which is $2.99. $2.99 for this clock, and it's still got batteries in and is still working. However, I don't actually think it's that old. If you take a look, it's got the character from a popular Japanese snack. Mind you, that snack might go back to like the 50s and 60s or earlier. But when did they change the battery in this? This was actually my first clock when I moved to Japan. Oh boy, okay. Just the prices on everything are also set to be kind of really interesting. Like this mirror over here, everything is $9.99. Over here, $99. Here, $199. They're really playing the 99 game. Okay. getting into the main part of the shop itself. And honestly, once I get in, I don't even know where to look or turn. In the most positive way imaginable, this is nothing shy of overwhelming. There is so much here. We're out in Chiba, so you get funashi. Sherry's just laughing in the background at funashi.
Big character.
And then we get Donald Duck headphones. And all these little chokinbako from Japan Post in different sizes. Oh my. I honestly think you could likely spend hours and hours and hours here and not manage to find or discover everything that there is. Because there's just so much. Like this Yoshi. Oh my lord. Sorry, Yoshi. I'm so sorry. He's so soft. He's a very soft Yoshi. Sherry's looking through all the Hanko stamps.
Trying to find my name.
Pencils. I've never seen a place that just had a bunch of pencils before. And again, on theme, they have a ton of the same one, a ton of yellow ones. And every single time we go into a thrift store, there are two things we're going to find for sure. Number one is globes, and number two are abacus. And we've already boxed off our abacus for today, so we got to keep our eyes open for globes. But just buckets and this is actually, like, this is just an airsoft rifle, but here, you'll be surprised at how heavy it is.
Mm.
Yeah. Like, it's got a metal build to it.
Cool.
Wow. All right. So again, I was missing a trigger. Sherry found more Hanko, so we'll keep moving on as she looks at them. Got accordions and instruments up here. From the outside, this place doesn't look massive, but from the inside, just with how packed it is so much to process. Like buckets and buckets and buckets of golf balls. I don't even know what these balls are. It seems like they come with some kind of net for oh, this is just so interesting. Or for all you kendo fans out there, what? There are just some things that I don't think I've ever seen at a thrift store in Japan. And kendo equipment and other people's old accounting books are fairly high on that list. Sherry, ever the business person, is now looking into other people's accounting.
Oh, it's empty.
Of course it's empty. She wanted to know their numbers. There is a really old hand-stitched football in here. And long ago, I did a video where I showed off some old used helmets, and people are like, don't ever get a helmet. What I didn't know at the time, and I think is great information, is that these helmets, used helmets, actually have kind of like an expiry to them. So that was fantastic, fantastic. And then a ton more swords. There are just so many. Like, are these like performance-based swords? Are they toys? Like, what in the world have we got going on? More helmets, a table that has just been left completely upside down. This particular metal kit, that is actually really, really heavy. A ton of suitcases and whatnot here. I find myself with absolutely nothing but questions here. It would already be odd enough to see one random. I'm pretty sure that's real fur too. That feels like real fur. And there are 3 full-on fur jackets right here beside everything at Nimayen. Nimayen a piece. Okay. Can I make my way back into this area? Is it safe? This is definitely not the shop that you would want to be in if there was an earthquake. I'm pretty sure if an earthquake hit right now, we would just be buried, because if you take a look, it just goes on and everything is stacked all the way up to even the roof over there. Ceiling. Ceiling is the word we're looking for. English has not been my strong suit in the past couple of years. And we've got all these old retro records, like the Hits album. Wow, it really is the hits. It's got Rick Astley, Whitney Houston, Enya. What a mix. What a mix. Not the album you expect to find in Japan. Okay. Continuing on, trying to just process everything that's around me. Like, if you stop and think about it, the most impressive part of all of this for me is the fact that they found an organization system that they were actually able to just put everything here. And what's more is they actually went through and priced every single item that is in here. Somebody took the time to go through and price all of these, including this $4.99 album. Just wild. This kangaroo outdoor light, which also has a little pocket over here for your pocketables. And then this key tray.
With one key.
Who has this many keys? This is like, what business? Or maybe you run a parking garage?
We used to have it in the school.
Yeah? In
Yeah.
a school. Okay, Sherry says they used to have it in a school, but again, let's just cross our fingers and hope that an earthquake doesn't come as we walk through this section here. What? An old, like, tube television set here. This is really, truly like radio. Just an old tube radio. I was like, there's not enough stuff in there for that to be a TV. And like, look at this. And again, it doesn't matter where you go globally. You will find these hand-carved bears everywhere. Did we not find these exact same things in like an abandoned village or an abandoned house somewhere a while back? Yeah. And it is just such an adventure to get to walk through all of this. All of this just makes it feel so complete. It really feels like we've come into an antique shop now that we've got an old ship here. Huh. So there's right piece. I can't stop laughing because the staff, there's this woman who's asking the staff for help, and the staff is like, I don't want to help you right now. I'm the only person here. Like, don't ask me to look. Anyways, that whole section just felt like all the vases from Legend of Zelda. You have all this, like, I don't even want to walk down through here. Like, this, I rarely trip and fall on my own, but if I was going to, it would definitely be in there and I would not survive it. So we're gonna skip past that. come back around here. And that narrow little alley we were just in, that is over here. So we're gonna come back past our bear friends, which exist in volume, and make our way down to these. What reminds me of the Apothecary's Table episode of Friends. This is like pitched like it's so old. Right, look at how new and clean that wood is. The one below it feels a little older, and this one here, there's just something about opening up old drawers. What? Oh my lord. What kind of world have I stepped into, and why are there so many of these everywhere? And there's a pink bunny just standing right up there just staring at me.
Creepy.
With high expectations. So these are actually really beautiful, and I kind of want to share a little bit about this. So in old time Japan, these here were actually toys. And Sherry, do you know what they're called?
手まりか蹴まりか。
Temari da tomoyo. And these are old, like, yeah, this is what would have been a toy ball. Now, I just can't imagine how someone would play with that. Because they're so beautifully and delicately stitched that one little thing feels like it could just bring the whole thing apart. But they are gorgeously made. And you've even got drums and whatnot in here. Again, the deeper I go, the more nervous I get. Also very, very grateful for modern technology, as there is no way in the world a couple of years back I would have been able to record a video like this on an action cam, but things just keep getting better and better. Right now, I usually link it down in the description. I think I'm using the Ace Pro 2 by Insta360. Not sponsored or anything. I just love the fact that I can get into a dark area and not have to worry about the entire image turning into pure garbage. And oh, this whole space here makes me so nervous. There's so much breakable stuff. When I get into a space like this, as a full-grown adult, I still feel the same fear I felt as a child, that if I knock over and break anything, that's my day, gone. And so, that's my day, my week, my month, my life. I can't afford that. I can't afford to replace all of these things. So I proceed with extreme caution. This over here, this is the lady who was trying to get some help. And the staff just was like, no, just please leave me alone. That was probably one of the best parts of my day. But if you're ever looking to come out to Japan and buy yourself your own ramen vending machine, here it is. You can get your ramen vending machine right here. You won't get any ramen with it, but it's right here in front of your giant photocopier from 1984. And this entire area out here as well. Like, I really want to go in and check it out, but I'm going to try to do so while trying not to knock things over. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh, I don't want to break anything. There's a lot of really beautiful and spectacular stuff here, but what? All the old like Raggedy Ann dolls and stuff. Okay, this area here feels like a lot of it probably came from the West. Again, like in my grandparents' place, there were old clowns like this. I believe his name is Willie. And old dolls just like these ones. And as we work our way back, am I able to loop around even? Oh, don't bump into things. No, don't bump into things. Old stained glass here. That is just, that's full on a handle for a boat. And we'll try to squeeze our way through. I'm not going to make it through there. I just physically, we made it. We barely made it through, but we made it. Honestly, for all the places in Japan that call themselves antique shops, I don't think many are as antique as this antique shop. This place really runs the gamut in old antiques. Oh, just incredible, the range of items. And again, this is just a surface look at everything that's here as we walk through. But the number of items in here is just mind-blowing and spectacular. 100%, without a doubt, takes the cake for the most antique shop ever. So many ducks and mallards. What? And Sherry has made the smart choice by staying out of this area while I've come in. There's a minibar here, so if I do get trapped and stuck in here, at least I have all of these to keep me company. But oh my lord, that is heavy. Okay, touch no more. And this is where, see, there's so many things to trip on along the way too. So we move slowly and we move carefully, because knowing me, I'll trip and knock over an entire table. And that's it. We're done. It's been good running the channel, but it is no more. And then this entire section out here for bags. Just spectacular. Okay, what do we got around the corner up this way? Of course, we have all types of grandfather clocks in here. And amazingly, it still goes on. I thought we would be done by this point, but the shop continues on this way. Yet, hoseki, gemstones. Gemstones is the word that I'm looking for. And some premium quality coffee shop. Best taste, fresh coffee for all your coffee shop needs. That is not a terrifying mouse thing at all. It's completely fine. I'm fine. I feel not scared whatsoever. Looks like we've gotten our way into the holiday corner. We've got our Santa Claus, as well as that cat, our Frosty the Snowmans, multiple snowmans. Oh no, I thought I'd be able to make my way around. I thought it looped, and it did not. It is an absolute dead end. Yep. And Sherry's been having fun playing with all the... See? This is what I'm worried about. It's so narrow and hard to navigate through. If Sherry's bumping into stuff, what hope do I have? Sherry was really excited about just these glass globes for $9.99. Gives me a where in the world is Carmen Sandiego kind of vibe. Okay. Again, moving on slowly. And then, again, more. These are absolutely huge. No more. And an incredible pin collection over here. When I was young, I actually had quite the pin collection myself. But like these, a lot of these are very clearly, we got Arizona here, Oregon. What? Somebody must have come in and just sold these in bulk. Or perhaps, I don't know, they picked them. I always wonder, like, how did they get them? Did they buy the pin boards all together, or was it all bought individually? Like, there's ones here from Panasonic and Toyota, collaborative pins. I could just look forever. And then back into this area here, we get old camera equipment. A slide holder for negatives. Old dartboard, just buckets of old cameras and airsoft. It's actually it's a lot of airsoft back here. There's buckets of it, because apparently airsoft and cameras go in the same buckets, probably because they're all the same color. Even more over here, it seems like they've got the slightly more valuable ones packed in there. I don't know if there's any rhyme or logic to it, but holy. Some of the nice items up here, like this old radio, you know, there's a Budweiser sign behind it. They do have a pretty hefty price tag attached to them. The cheap stuff is cheap, but I wouldn't say all of this is really all that cheap. They also have Beatles Yellow Submarine toys in package that have been kind of jammed into this space that are 6,000 yen each. And hi, Sherry. Getting down into the back edge of the store here, there's always an incredibly creepy Cupid doll somewhere. And then they have an entire additional rack here of fur coats. But what's caught my attention is actually these boxes that Sherry's kneeling right in front of here. These like military style crates. Yeah. I wonder, like, are they authentic? Were they a movie prop? Like, it's the other thing you wonder is, like, how many of them ended up just, how many of them from like a movie or something like that? Because those movie props all have to go somewhere. Old Gundam cards. Oh, what? And it continues on into the retro toys section with the beheaded dolls over here. And I feel like I know that guy. I've seen him somewhere before. I think we grabbed coffee once with this guy. It's the whole thing. See, like this here. If you went out to a normal thrift store somewhere, something like this, which works. That's actually incredible. I was gonna be like, it would probably be like $4.99, but for $14.99, this little chief that actually. But like, what coins do you put in it? Does that fit $1? Does it fit 100 yen? Does it? Incredible. And this whole section here is all old retro toys and whatnot. I think this brings us pretty close to where our dead end was. Oh, I almost knocked over the cats. There's so much glass here. Get an old retro police car. That is incredible. Look at that. Every time that I come out to one of these places, I always keep my eyes open for Astro Boy stuff. Watch, if you go there, watch it. There's a bit of a step. I almost bit it. But I don't actually see any Astro Boy stuff this time. For all the retro stuff that they do have, I don't see any Astro Boy. Maybe I've missed it. If I have, definitely let me know. Old retro fans here. More very, very... What is it about old dolls that is just so creepy? They're just terrifying. And this, okay, Sherry.
Yeah?
Okay, first off, that is falling. There we go. Dealt with. Okay. Look at this. At first I thought it was like a normal grandfather clock. It's actually a time recorder. It's a punch machine. Yeah. I don't even, like, it feels like it actually requires a good punch. And I don't know how many good punches it has left in it. Your card would go in there. What? See, if I was one of those fixer-up guys, this would 100% be something that you grab for your fixer-up YouTube channel and just rebuild the entire thing into its original glory. Just amazing. What's up?
I'm trying to read this, like, maybe Meiji era look in Japanese.
Okay. And more creepy dolls here. I'm pretty sure when we come around the corner here, that's going to bring us back out. Oh, all these old boxes. Amazing. Oh, there's just a beauty in the aesthetic of the retro vibe of these boxes here. I love this. So I just want to buy all of them. I just want to buy this set. They're all different sizes and everything. The signs. This is what I wanted to fill my studio with. But the old signs are so expensive. Like the average sign here, we're looking at like 4,000 yen to 20,000 yen for a single metal sign. And so I ended up using old retro records to fill the walls. But that brings us to what would be the entrance of this place right here with a Snoopy Gachapon that just doesn't seem to be in working order and does not have a price on it. But this has been a very, very interesting little run. You can also buy some plastic pallets over here if you so want to. I will definitely link this place down below. Is there anything really cool that I missed? And what did you think of it? I would absolutely love to hear. Please leave me something in the comments and we'll see you again real soon.